There was a time when FIFA and Pro Evolution Soccer went head to head, and Pro Evolution Soccer was easily the better game. But then it seemed when we hit sort of Xbox 360, PlayStation 3 era, FIFA really made a comeback and overtook the game and just kept going, while Pro Evolution Soccer started to even dwindle in its quality from year to year. That started to change though when we hit Xbox One and PlayStation 4, and I can definitely tell you now, after last year's incredible improvement, this year Pro Evolution Soccer 2017 is quite easily the best football game I've ever played. So the one big unfortunate thing about Pro Evolution Soccer 2017 is the fact that there's still not many licensed teams. They've had partnerships with teams like Barcelona and Liverpool to give the full experience of the likeliness of the players and the full kit and everything, and it looks incredible. Like, looking at the Barcelona team in particular, even over Liverpool, this is the best football players have ever looked in any football game. And that sort of actually carries over to the gameplay, where playing Pro Evolution Soccer 2017, it's quite hard to go back to FIFA 16 or something to the feel of it. FIFA feels very stiff in comparison actually, and FIFA has brilliant animation, but Pro Evolution Soccer has that contextual type animation where if you pass the ball a little hard and behind him, when he tries to pass it on or to the next player, take control of it, actually everything feels realistic and authentic, where other football games like FIFA, sometimes you'd hit the ball and then all of a sudden be able to get a lot of power behind the pass even though it might be behind them, or their weight wouldn't be shifted quite right and things would just take off, and it just looked a little off. Where in Pro Evo, if the player is off balance and you want him to pass it, he's not going to be that accurate or as powerful as you want it to be, and that comes right across. Like the way players take the ball when passed to them or hit to them, or even when they're trying to strike, the timing of it, it looks incredible. Like it's very hard to sort of put into words just how real it looks when you play the game. It's fast and it's fluid, more than I remember Pro Evo being. And what helps that as well is the brilliant adaptive AI, where if you're running with the ball, before you'd always want, like I remember playing before, and you'd just see this gap up ahead, and you just wish the other player, the computer control player, would just move into that space. Where in Pro Evo it actually happens and it keeps things fast, it keeps things moving. The computer thinks with you instead of you wishing or wanting or forcibly moving the player into that position. It just happens, and it creates some incredible movement and passage of play where everything clicks. And playing a few different teams, they all feel different. Like Barcelona has that speed, and Liverpool have that pressing that they're sort of known for now, and you really feel that each team feels different. They have their personalities, their traits and their strengths. It's really, really impressive that it's not just a bunch of stats thrown together where, okay, so this player and this player is fast, so they'll obviously move fast. It's just even the structure of who moves forward and how things work actually happens, and it's incredibly hard to think that when FIFA 17 comes out, they're going to even come close to beating Pro Evo when it comes to gameplay on the pitch. Now, all the regular modes for Pro Evo are still there. You have the Master League and Become a Legend, and you also have like a My Club, and that's sort of similar to the FIFA Ultimate Team, but because the lack of licensing, it just doesn't feel as enjoyable. Like you're playing as whatever team going up against no-name teams, and you're a no-name team, but this other no-name team is actually a real team, but they can't use the real name. You just don't have the big impact of going, oh, I'm going up against, I don't know, like a Chelsea or a Manchester United or an Arsenal. You don't have that, like, oh, we're going up against the big guys. It's like, oh, we're going up against like Man Red. It's just, it doesn't have the same impact as that FIFA has. And in terms of that as well, presentation isn't as good as FIFA, and it's like the visual department, I think it's a tight one this year between Pro Evo and FIFA. FIFA's now running on the Frostbite engine. Natural lighting looks incredible. I haven't played too much of FIFA, so I can't really judge them right now, but Pro Evo looks amazing, and the likeness of players is brilliant. But I do think that FIFA is not going to be Pro Evo in terms of just gameplay on the pitch this year. I don't think. And I think Pro Evo is sort of the game to play if you care about football and only football and how players move and how to create moments and stuff like that. It's realistic, it's authentic. goals can be sloppy, it can be ugly, it can be desperate, but they matter, and that's just the way football sometimes is. I think FIFA's more flashier and more about the flair and showing off, where Pro Evo is more technical. Like, you have the showmanship, the showboating of FIFA, and then you have the technicalities of Pro Evo. And I guess it's a matter of which do you care about more. Do you care about the looks and the flair and the presentation? Because I don't think you're even gonna come close to the presentation of FIFA. So what Pro Evo does is all about the gameplay and the technicality, and that's where it matters. So it's down to the fans this year whether they want presentation or the technicality. And as Pro Evo stands right now, to me, Pro Evo is the best football game that's ever been made.